So the recipe to tackle today is a sugar-free brownie. When I started coming up with sugar-free recipes, this sounded like a contradiction to me, a sugar-free brownie, because brownies are nothing but sugar and chocolate. But let's see first what we really know about brownies. According to the great knowledge of the internet, the main ingredients are flour, butter, eggs, chocolate or cocoa powder, and naturally sugar. So the main problem with making brownies sugar-free is that if we leave out the sugar, then there is nothing left other than cocoa powder, which on its own has a really strong taste and therefore needs something sweet or fruity to complement the taste. Fortunately, there is a wonderful ingredient which can solve this problem, which is bananas. Bananas are very good in this case because they go really well with cocoa powder. Plus, they can be a fruity base of these alternative brownies, and they even will provide a similar texture to the fudgy brownies. We can start with 4 or 5 bananas. It's not a problem if they are a bit too ripe. You can just mush these up with a fork, but if you have a hand mixer, it is easier to combine all the ingredients at the end. After adding the bananas comes about 50 grams of butter, and then 1 egg. The fun thing about this recipe is that you can even leave out the eggs and the butter, because basically the only thing that the butter and the eggs do is just make this taste more like a brownie. It is not completely necessary, but you can add a little vanilla extract as well, if you like vanilla in chocolate desserts. After that comes 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and 2 tablespoons of flour. You can use whichever kind of flour you like. I used whole wheat flour here because that also adds a little bit more texture to the brownie. And that is all the ingredients, which can be mixed with a hand mixer until smooth. The baking process is very similar to baking brownies. You need a square baking tray, which you need to line with baking paper. The baking paper makes the brownie easier to remove at the end. After pouring in the mixture, you can add some nuts on top, just like you would with regular brownies. The brownie can go into the oven at 180 degrees for 45 or 50 minutes. When I was testing this recipe, I actually was thinking about using 99% chocolate. But I decided to go with bananas because first, they are easier to find to access, and second, they make this recipe fruity, which is a really unique thing when you think about brownies. After you take the brownies out, you need to let them cool first. This is important because, as you can see, I forgot to do that here, and that is why the brownie is so hard to remove from the paper. At the end of the day, this is a nice fruity, sugar-free alternative to the otherwise very sugary brownies. And I have made this recipe about 20 times in the last 6 months. And I made these brownies for people who otherwise eat sugar, and even they liked it. So there's a high chance you will like it too. And I hope you will make them. Thank you for watching.